Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with a quick Fabric Frenzy sneak peek. I want to do this every time I have a Fabric Frenzy, but it's a lot of work and I'm usually like working up until the last minute, and then even just putting this video together was a lot of work, but I had a little bit of time, so I did it. Maybe I will try to do it every time. I can't show you everything because everything is in piles and numbered on a bed, on a couch, on tables. So I don't want to unfold panels and show you which ones made the cut for this frenzy. Many of you know that I ordered a lot of fabric panels and I just pulled various ones, and you are going to see all the panels though that are in this frenzy in the form of a slideshow. I won't be able to tell you the prices, but I will tell you that the price, if there's any left when they go over to eBay, is always $3 more. So if you are a patron or a member, you save big time on fabric. There are big lots where you really save a lot. So if you like fabric, it is definitely worth becoming a patron or a member. And there's links down below. Go click on those. I don't really have a preference which platform someone joins, but I do think Patreon has an edge on making it easier for you to know what's going on. So it is though for USA only for the Fabric Frenzy, the exclusive fabric sales, including the flash sales. So if you're outside of the USA, then you have to wait till the items go on eBay. But again, if something is on eBay and it's outside of the USA, the shipping is not free. You have to go through eBay's global shipping program. And that's all I'm going to talk about for the details. I just want to tell you what I've got. First, I'm going to show you my scrappy pre-cuts this time. I love them. So what I tried to do is I'm to the point where I sell so many of these that I can't rely on just being at the end of a bolt. I'm actually cutting yardage now to create these scrappy pre-cuts. It used to be that when my fabric cutter would return my fabric, there would always be some odd piece at the end, and I would just cut that for the pre-cuts. So they would really vary in size a great deal. Now, since I'm cutting, I'm trying a little bit harder to at least get them to be about the same height. There's still different widths because, again, I do have still like ends of bolts that are just, you know, not a certain size, and I just fold and cut on the fold. So whatever I end up with, that's what I end up with for the width. But I'm trying to make them at least the same height, meaning, you know, that they're, let me just pull two. Like, you know, here's two that are different widths, but they're about the same height, and the height is about 5 inches, give or take a little bit. So if you want to make a scrappy quilt, you can at least sew rows pretty evenly. And I personally like it when the pieces aren't all the same width. That's what makes it look even that much more scrappy. This is a good batch. I price these according to weight. So that's why it will vary, even if it's 100 pre-cuts. Wait a minute, I can't talk and put fabric back at the same time, and I don't want to screw up. Even though it's 100 pre-cuts, these pieces are all a little bit bigger than what I normally have, so they're a little bit more. I will tell you the price on these since I'm showing them to you. Scrappy pre-cuts, $13.25 for patrons and YouTube members, and $16.25 if they make it to eBay. These suckers take me a long time. I am going to start working immediately on the ones for the next frenzy. I have to work on them many days. I enjoy it. It's something I do at night, and I enjoy putting these together. I enjoy looking at all the prints. And I'm hoping that eventually I will have another lot of 200. I did before, but what I think I would do is with no duplicates. Oh, and I am going to say no duplicates, except that there can be some, because when I take the fabric, I do move it aside so I don't cut from that one again. But there are times that I have the same prints, you know, 2 different bolts. And one time, like, my supplier sent a print that I bought at Martin's before, so there can always be duplicates. But if there aren't very many. So instead of doing like a 200 scrappy pre-cut lot, you know, I hate to do the higher priced items because some people would like pre-cuts, but they don't need 200. So I might do 100 and then another lot of 100, but that there would be no duplicates as best as I can do. And so if somebody bought the 2, they would have 200, no duplicates, or a few. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. But that's the goal. But it takes me a long time. And I'm going to be having Skylar for 4 weeks. So I don't know. But that's in the works at some point. Okay, let me just put these aside. I'll worry about those later. I do want to say that the tree that I did in a video recently as a center panel, I'll link to that video down below. That is for sure in here. And I'll tell you the price on that one too. $5.50, that's it for patrons and YouTube members, and it would be $8.50 if it makes it over to eBay. So here's some other things that I have. I have 18 1/2 yard cuts of solids. I've had people ask for solids, and I never order solids, so I did. So that's one lot, 18 half-yard cuts. And then I have various fat quarter lots. I have 5 lots, so 5 different lots. And I, again, try not to repeat the print. So if you buy all 5 lots, you know, you shouldn't have anything matching, but do check. You'll see all the pictures and stuff. So I have 5 lots of 4 fat quarters each. And multiples in each lot. There's multiple sets per lot. So I have a lot of fabric this time. I'm talking a lot. And then I have 4 different lots of 8 fat quarters. And then I have 1 lot of 12 fat quarters, again with multiples, and another lot with 16 fat quarters, again with multiples. And last time I had a lot of 32. I don't yet, but sometimes I put things up during the weekend while the sale is on. So right now I have 46 different items with multiples of each of those. So like I said, it's a big frenzy. And then I have a lot of 54 half-yard cuts with no duplicates. 54 different prints, half-yard of each. Pretty cool. And then I have some fat 16ths, some chubby 16ths, and I have 2 different lots of 10-yard cuts, and then a bunch of panels that you're going to see. And at the end of this little slideshow, you'll see the scrappy pre-cuts, but I don't spread them all out, all 100. I have some spread out, so you'll see that. And you'll also see that tree panel that I talked about. I believe that comes up first. So I just wanted to let you guys have a glimpse as to what's inside. And again, I do try to add things. The sale starts tomorrow, which is June 14 at noon Eastern time, if all goes as planned. It is ready. I just have to double check everything and just get it up and running. And I let it run usually for the entire weekend, and then I start doing all the shipping and stuff, and it usually takes me at least through probably Thursday for this one. So all week packages will be going out. I'm hoping to have the last batch of packages ready for Friday's pickup. And that's all I wanted to tell you. The links again are down below if you want to check out Patreon or YouTube memberships. And even if you're not interested, maybe you're just curious to see what I have. So I hope you enjoy the little slideshow of panels, and I will be back with more soon. Thank you so much. Bye. I forgot to mention, if you don't know what to do with those 100 scrappy pre-cuts, I do have 2 videos where I've done quilt tops using those, and I will link to those down below too. I really liked the fabrics in this one so much that I'm hoping that there's one left for me so I can do another quilt top for a video, because I really love the scrappy quilt tops. I really do. Okay, that is it.